Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is DJ Brainstorm sitting here with Playboy the DJ and the homie Big Dev.
Yeah, man.
You find him everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. And you are tuned in right now to the post show of Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts. This is a Sunday evening. We are just getting done with our show. We just wrapped on Facebook Live. And we're doing something new for the people. We a little bit more relaxed, no mic stands and everything. Shit all on the table. You know what I'm saying? But we a little bit more relaxed. We just want to give y'all something different, a different look at DMST outside of what we just do on the podcast and also just, with the video that goes along with that. So what we're going to use this for sometimes is just a wrap up of some of our shows. Agreed, y'all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what we're going to use this for this week is just kind of a review of our show that we put out last week, which is episode 109. What happened in episode, that's making a lot. What happened in episode 109 was we love our feedback. Let's say that, number one, first and foremost. We love our fans. We love everything everybody gives us, and we love our feedback. We did receive some strong negative views on some of our stuff from last week. Which, I mean, it's a part of it,
Comes with the territory.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. So I want to kind of ask y'all. We're doing this for the first time, y'all. So I kind of want to ask y'all, what did y'all think about some of our feedback? And this is not us taking any type of shots at anybody or attacking anybody. Right. This is us just kind of doing a review of our show from last week.
Me personally, man, we kind of talked and texted about this shit during the week. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you're giving your opinion about shit in this world, you run the risk of being able to have a negative response. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And some of the negative feedback to me personally, while you welcome it because it opens up conversation, it's just it's not a lack of respect for people's personal opinion, but when you invite a guest on the show, one, it's our responsibility.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why we're doing this. You know what I'm saying? But because somebody believes a certain way, and can we talk about what we're talking in reference to?
Go ahead.
Yeah. We're talking in reference to some of the comments that was made last week by our guests in regards to homosexuals and the way they dress. You know what I'm saying? I'm a black man in America, and everybody doesn't have to have a beautiful opinion of me. You know what I mean? I just want people to be honest with me about how they feel about me. You know what I'm saying? And just because it's a guest on your show, you don't have to necessarily agree with everything they say. You know what I'm saying? And I don't agree with everything that she said. You know what I mean? The way it was presented was in a comedic way. Right. Some of the shit was funny. Some of the shit was
for her. It wasn't funny.
Yeah, some of it was in reference to, in particular, like how I was particularly dressed. Shit, I got the goddamn pants on again today. What she was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It might feel like I'm dancing around it. So, but what I'm saying in a nutshell is, just because somebody has an opinion, I don't think it defines them as a person. You know what I mean? So I respect that people feel some kind of way about what our guests had to say. You know, I can respect that, but that was her opinion about it. You know what I'm saying? So, what can we do? Shut down her opinion?
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. If I'm wrong, let me know.
No, and my response to that would be no. You don't shut down somebody's opinion. At a certain point, we would lose credibility if we would shut down somebody's opinion. But I did make the apology I did need to make online, and maybe it was suffice, maybe it wasn't. But the point of the apology was I could understand why people were offended in that sense. So I made the apology that needed to be made. But I agree with you when you're saying that it doesn't mean that it represents us as a whole. But like you said, on the other side of that, it's all of us that are in this podcasting thing. The one thing that's tough as we're going through this is, especially when it comes to guests, like we don't know what people are going to say all the time. Y'all always talk about, even with our previous theme song where it says DJ Brainstorm, East the Pilot. y'all know I'm not one that's always trying to steer a conversation.
Right.
And so I can say that looking back on it, I can say I didn't do a job that I normally would do as far as steering conversation. And what I like to do a lot of times in podcasting is I welcome all points of view just for the sake of conversation. So what I like to do is once people are making points, I either like to, if I agree with it, I'll tell you why I agree with it. And when I don't, I like to tell you why I don't. And I also like to ask questions that make you think a little bit more in the terms of that conversation.
Exactly.
And I can honestly say I feel like I did a bad job of just leading last week, of just being like, all right, this is what's happening, it's probably going this way. I feel like in that sense I dropped the ball on behalf of the podcast, so that's my thing. But go ahead.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm going to gracefully disagree with you.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because at the end of the day, a person's opinion is a person's opinion and how they feel. We, as I've said this time and time again, we have the right to express ourselves however we want to. Something came up, and I get real with it. Can I get real with it real quick? Let me get real with it. It was a situation, where we had some individuals. I'm not gonna get into detail, but the reality is this: some people were offended by what was said about different things. Look, the problem in our society is that you judge without even knowing you judging somebody. You contradict without even knowing you contradicting yourself. And there was some comments and different things that I personally took, this is Playboy James speaking, that I feel like people were contradicting themselves. You're gonna say to me, hey, well, you know what? It's the problem with our society. We don't, we judge, we this and that. Well, guess what? You judging me right now for having an opinion.
Okay.
I firmly believe that. If I believe and think something that's in my mind, it may not be fact. Fact is something that can be proven. An opinion is what I personally feel. If I got an opinion, it don't make it right or wrong. It makes it what I believe.
Exactly, man.
Okay.
And I don't think it should be a problem with what I personally believe. And we get caught up in it. And I feel like it's so much going on in the world that things going on and things are becoming what quote unquote are the norm now. That a person like me that may be quote unquote old school may feel a certain different type of way. Different generation. Different type of feeling behind something. And you look at me like I'm fucked up and I'm wrong for feeling how I feel. But that's not to say that we don't appreciate and love everybody. Because at the end of the day, DMST, we love everybody. That's number one. We've always shown that no matter where we were, where we've been, and what we've done in our, whole thing with DMST. But I just feel like, man, personally, there's nothing wrong with a person having an opinion about something. Yes, can things get out of hand sometimes? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should blame yourself, Brainstorm, for staring. Look, you let the guest be a guest and speak and say what they had to say. Because that's what a guest is supposed to do. Say what they got to say. That's why they on the show.
All right, so let me ask y'all this real quick. Do y'all think that we're getting to a point where opinions don't matter anymore?
I think opinions have become. I'm talking about the homies all the time. So I'm getting about to go off on a deep end right now. All right, so I feel like opinions are becoming, they're replacing the truth.
Okay.
Everybody wants an opinion. Shit, we have a podcast. We want our opinion to be heard.
Right.
Everybody wants their opinion out there. As opposed to some things being factual and then basing your decisions off facts. You know, so are opinions obsolete? I think opinions, I don't know if you saw this, Jamie Foxx was interviewing Denzel Washington.
I saw it.
And Jamie Foxx is extra, but he was kept at 100.
Yeah.
The realest shit Denzel said, you drink too much water, you'll drown.
Yeah.
We're overrun with opinions.
Right.
If someone has an opinion, that's cool. An opinion is like an asshole. Everybody has one, and to you it stinks. It's an opinion. That's what it's for.
Right.
It's formulated from that person's point of view, their life experiences, so they have an opinion on something. Right. It doesn't make it fact, but we debate opinions like they're fact.
Exactly.
The facts are the facts.
Right.
The opinions, you can have a lively discussion like we're having, a lively debate. You can disagree. Right. You know what I mean? And then we can either agree to disagree, come to some kind of agreement.
Right.
move on from one, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Doesn't take away from the fact that that woman had it, or whoever, that woman had an opinion.
Right.
Just an opinion.
Right.
Just an opinion on how people dress and how she believes they should dress and the kind of man she personally wants to fucking be with. How is that a problem that this woman is giving you her list of shit she wants and she doesn't want her nigga dressed like me?
Right.
Well, I'm gonna be mad because I can't. Okay, she don't want to be with me because I wear capri pants.
Right.
And I'm a male. Is that a problem? You know what I mean? And so I'm not killing anybody for having an opinion against the opinion.
Right.
But she gave an opinion. You know what I mean? And I was ready to go the other way with it. You know what I'm saying? Initially. But you know what? Like we are in a situation with podcasts where we are dealing with people. We are dealing with the public.
Watch the cord is rubbing on something.
Oh man. We are dealing with the public. You know what I'm saying? And we have to take into consideration the public's opinions and points of views on shit.
Right.
But we also are not going to censor guests to come on the show.
Right.
In my opinion, maybe we are. I don't think we should censor people to come on the show.
No, it's not. You can't censor anybody. What are you having a guest on the show for if you're going to censor them?
Yeah.
And again, you're not in control of what they say. Just as a whole, we're talking about the entire gist of what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Not for even now. There's one particular thing that she said in general, which again, that's what I literally made that apology for that. That one, it's not there.
Cigarette.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that from us.
Mm-hmm.
So that apology was warranted and needed. But when it comes to just outside of that, look. Anybody that comes on and sits on the show with DMST we want them to be them. We're not gonna invite you to be on the show if we don't think you have a strong enough personality to actually bring something to the show. People are gonna like it, they're not gonna like it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. People have tuned into us for 110 shows now. We got stuff to say. I say stuff on the show people don't like. Playboy, you say stuff that people don't like. People don't like some of the things you say.
I mean, for a couple of days.
You already made a few enemies, so it is what it is. We would hope that our authenticity is what keeps people coming back to the show. Mm-hmm. But we also know that could also be the thing that pushes people away from the show. At the end of the day, we want everybody to tune in.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna say something real quick.
Yeah,
in reality is this, man, and this is just straight, no chase. People will fuck with your opinion when they agree with it. They'll think you're right when they agree with what you're saying. The minute they don't agree with it, then it's a wrong fucking thing to say. And that's just the reality of it, man.
True that. So, anybody else got one last thing to say before we get out of here? These are going to be very short, so
yeah.
That's it for you?
I got a lot, but I'll save it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, thank y'all for tuning in to one of our post-show raps.
Yeah.
We just want to create something new for y'all that we can give y'all another added piece of us that in a way that we won't really get it on the podcast. What we've learned is that the best conversation we have on a Sunday is usually what goes on right after the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's always been that way. So we're trying to find a way to tap into that and give y'all something new and something extra from DMST. So at the end of the day, man, we love y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in to us and rocking with us. We love everybody. Everything we do is about love. That's why every single event that we do is no discrimination. We want everybody out there. We always want people to pull up and just have a good time. We don't give a fuck. We just want people to be good people. And if you're good people, we fuck with you.
Right. And to piggyback off of that and just being 1%, I gotta say this, Brainstorm, just being real. If you consider yourself to be real and be a person that say, oh, I'm real, I'm this and that, you shouldn't have a problem with opinion. Because reality is we're a world filled of opinion. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. You should be, if you want to be real, if you want to call yourself real, then you should not be like, oh, okay, well, you know what? I got a problem with what you're saying.
I don't know if I completely agree. I get what it means.
Yeah.
I get what it means. But we can always have a problem with opinion because we just don't agree with
it. Well, I mean, you can have. Maybe I said that wrong. You can disagree with what I'm saying, but in order to be real, you have to respect my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
It's based off my.
So that's what I'm saying.
So okay, can I say this? Usually, like I said, I do got
sorry, I messed up.
I do got something. I want to say this, and I'm sorry. We'll edit it down. However, we need to edit it down. All right, give me 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? A minute. I don't know. other week in the hood somewhere, somebody is screaming free Nook Nook, right?
Right.
Nook Nook to kill somebody. Dr. Nook Nook to shot somebody, he done robbed somebody, he done did something fucked up to somebody else. But you grew up with Nook Nook. So you knew Nook Nook when he used to watch Rugrats and eat Cheerios out the little plastic bag.
Exactly.
So even though Nook Nook killed little Man down the street, Man family don't fuck with Nook Nook because he killed Man. You understand what I'm saying? But you know him. You know little Nook Nook. So no matter what he did is free him, right?
Right.
Your past experiences are influencing your opinion of Nook Nook. So I don't give a fuck if it's a white supremacist who grew up in Central Ohio, who got a Confederate flag on their car, and quote unquote somebody gets enlightened as they get older in life. They still, if you grew up with a Confederate flag and your great uncle's uncle fought in the war and lost to the North and freed the slaves, I don't equate. I have a family member in my family lineage is tied up in some fucked up shit. So this makes you an automatic racist because you love Uncle Robert Lee Smith.
Right.
He is part of your family lineage. You can't delete that shit from your emotions, just like we can't delete our love for Nook Nook. Right. But we want motherfuckers to alter their sense of reality because we don't agree with what the fuck they're saying. The Nook Nook killed somebody, but his family's gonna fucking love him no matter what. Exactly. And their opinion's gonna piss off the people that Nook Nook killed. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So you can't. People's opinions are shaped by their realities. Right. And if somebody's family lineage is knee deep in the Confederacy of America, how the fuck is a black male from East Cleveland am I gonna be pissed off at you for loving your uncle? Okay, that doesn't mean you agree with killing niggas and you don't think we should still be slaves. That's your fucking uncle. It's the same thing as somebody saying, oh, you love Nook Nook, what, you want a Man killed? No, I just love Nook Nook. I don't even understand what the fuck I'm saying. But the problem is these opinions have become reality, bro. It does not make sense to me. Right. Just because somebody has an opinion, you have no idea what shaped that opinion. And that's all I'm saying.
And man. You said it from the jump. And I'm ending with this. You said it from the jump, bro. Opinion has become truth.
It's become truth.
I get
and it's not truth. Right. Just because I love my uncle who's a part of the Confederacy doesn't make me a racist.
Right.
I love my uncle. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like it's convoluted and fucked up.
I get you.
And people are taking their experiences and juxtaposing them on other people and making it a reality. And it's like too many fucking opinions. It's too many cooks in the kitchen.
Right, I get you.
God damn it. She doesn't like, maybe her ex fucked the dude. Now she don't like gay dudes. I don't know. We don't know. But it doesn't mean she hates you. Right. I'm laughing because I know Candy doesn't hate me because I have on Capri jeans. Right. I know she doesn't hate me. You understand what I'm saying? Right. But her opinion has shaped, you know what I mean? Her experiences have shaped her opinion. My bad. All right, I'm done. My bad, we forgot. We talking some real shit so much, I done got the microphone.
I was sitting here listening. So this is our first time trying.
But it's real. But it's real though, baby. It's real.
It's real
all right,
shit.
So we gonna get on out of here, man. DMST extra, or whatever the fuck we gonna call it.
You come on yourself.
Yeah, we'll be back with another one next Sunday.
Peace.